first you go to the access sequence, from which access sequence you want to create. For example, go to the M/07, or you can go with SPRO. You want to add some additional condition tables. Okay, you take which condition access sequence is near, means reference access sequence for you when you want to create a new access sequence, and just copy that and give a name. Okay, whatever the name you want to give, then copy all. System will copy the all the tables and data which is available for the old one. Okay, now you can change to some test gross price. Okay, now select that and go to accesses. You will find the different tables here. Okay, you can create any one, or else you can just select one and click on copy and give step number. Let's, or else we can directly give this one. Just go to the new entry and give step number 86, table whatever is available. That's it. And save it. New table is condition table is assigned to your access sequence. Whatever the condition type contains this access sequence, it will get this new one also. Okay, that's the thing. How do you do? How do you add a new condition table to the access sequence? But whenever you do such kind of operations or such kind of things, copy the standard and create your own, then make changes. But don't make changes to the standard 0002, because which will be the reference in future after 10 years or 5 years, 3 years, that will be the reference. That's why we should not disturb that. Okay. Important few parameters I will tell you. What are the importance of account assignment category and item category? Okay. Account assignment category will decide the what kind of cost object you want to load. Okay, if you keep standard blank, then whatever the procurement you are doing, it will be stockable. Means you will get the stock after completion of the goods receipt. For example, if you use K, you are procuring a consumable. Means what a consumable, it will be directly loaded on the cost center. Whatever the procurement you have done, that will be loaded on the cost center. Maybe expenses and some kind of consumable and all. If you use project P, it is a whatever procurement you are doing, that will be consumed on the project P. And if you use Q, you are procuring whatever you are procuring, that is a stock, but that stock is a project stock. Means what kind of, where you want to load the respective stock or respective procurement, whether you want to load as a load on the cost center, load on asset. Okay, that kind of things it will decide account assignment category. Or else if you are taking the sales order, it's order based. Okay, whatever quantity you are receiving at the goods received, system will take it as a sales order stock. Okay, sales order stock, project stock, and K, it will consume on the cost center. These kind of things it will decide. And the screen layout wise, when you give K, if you give K or P or anything, you will get a new. See, when you give K, you will get a new tab called account assignment. Okay. Okay. Yeah, for example. See, you will get a new tab called account assignment when you give account assignment category. Either it can be K or P, whatever it is. Okay. That is one difference we can see it. Only the object, if it is K, you will get a cost center here. If it is P, you will get the WBS element. If you get A, you will get the asset. Okay. But remaining all parameters will be more or less, it will be same.
Okay, one more question here. Why GL account is not assigned to any value here? We can manually enter GL account here?
No, it will come.
You can see the account.
I have not given the material and all, right? You have to pass, see, first you have to pass account assignment category you have passed, that will play the role in the automatic account determination. And you are giving material, that will play the role which to pass the evaluation class. And you should give plant. Until you give plant, it won't trigger.
But
because Plant will
But
play
it is
the,
not grayed out, right?
yeah, that depends
GL
on,
account is not grayed out. We can
yeah,
change manually.
yeah, that we can keep it like
Okay.
however your business wants. Okay, that we can derive it. See, until you give the plant, system won't give the GL account, because plant is also play the role as a valuation area, valuation grouping code and all, right? See, once you give the plant, system will fetch the GL account from VBR. Okay.
In case I need GL account should be grayed out from the automatically. Can
Yeah,
you
that we can do
configure?
it with the screen layout and all. We can make it GL account as a grayed out. In
Okay.
screen layout, you can keep it as a display mode for ME21 and
Okay.
whatever
Okay.
you're like. Hmm.
Okay. What about the item category which will
Yeah.
control?
Okay. Uh, Item category. Item category will decide the type of procurement. What kind of procurement we are doing.
Okay.
For example, standard procurement,
Okay.
third party, or stock transfer, or service. It's just a text PO, maybe some expenses where they want to give that all right expenses, they
Okay.
will write and they will take it. Means it will decide you the type of procurement. Account assignment category will decide the what kind of stock you are receiving, whether you want to receive on sales order, or you want to receive for a project, or you want to receive for a cost center, which you will load on the cost center as a directly consumption. Okay, that will decide what cost object we can keep it. And coming to item category, it will decide the type of procurement, because it specifies whether
Okay.
accounting for an item is to be affected via an auxiliary account, means any account you want to load, and what kind, if you don't want that directly, it will load on the stock. The account assignment category determines which
Okay.
account assignment data is necessary for the item.
Okay.
What kind of account assignment, whether it's cost center or sales order or project asset, whatever it is, such kind of thing. It will decide the type of procurement item category. See, when it comes to default in a new SAP system, whenever you do in IDOC system, you will see this 1000 company code, 1000 plant and all. IDOC SAP AZ. Okay. In the real
Yes.
time,
Yes. Okay.
when you create it, default one standard company code will be there. That is 0001. Okay. Rest all parameters are
Okay.
more or
Okay.
less it will be same. Purchasing groups will be there like a 001, 002. That are all the common. You mainly company code, plant, sales organization. These wise, IDOS will have their IDOS system 1000, and in case of real time you will
Okay.
have a 0001. There would be some differences in the table level might be, but more or less to do the activities of creating org structure, master data and all, it will be more or less almost same. But I think it would be in the back end, there would be some table differences will be there, which is the training server and which is the main server, right? That kind of some differences they would have shown in the
Yeah.
back end. We may not be observed that point.
Fix that.
Yeah, see, for example, you want to keep inbound delivery as a mandatory. Okay, then
Yeah.
when you create in the purchase order for your material, uh, okay, here if you go to the confirmation tab, here if you keep
Okay.
confirmation control, inbound delivery ECC, okay,
Okay.
or else
Okay.
this, what is inbound delivery related. If you keep this confirmation control, system won't allow you to do goods received against purchase order until you create the inbound delivery. After you have created inbound delivery only, you can do goods received, either PO or inbound delivery, anything. But inbound delivery is a prerequisite. Until you create inbound delivery, you cannot do it. Okay. This you can give as a manual here, or else we can populate automatically also. From where you can populate? From vendor master. When you go to vendor master, purchasing view, if you go down, here you will see an option called confirmation control. Okay, if you have given this inbound delivery, whatever the confirmation control you want, if you give in the vendor master, it will automatically come to purchase order confirmation tab, one option. Okay,
Okay.
another one is we have
Okay.
what you call in info record. Okay, but info record is the top priority, because what will happen for vendor master, you give 0004, but the 0004 is not required for all the materials. For example, two materials don't need inbound delivery. For those materials, we
Yeah.
can remove that. Okay.
Okay.
For those materials, we can remove it. See here, you can see the confirmation control. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this confirmation control is like yeah, confirmation control. Here we can keep it, whatever the confirmation control we want. Okay, info record also we can do, and vendor master also we can maintain the confirmation control, which will automatically come to the purchase order. Once you give the inbound delivery in the confirmation tab, you cannot do the goods receipt until you do the respective inbound delivery creation. Okay.
Okay.
Inbound delivery, once you create it, then you can do the goods receipt
Okay.
either purchase order or either inbound delivery. In the same case, outbound delivery also. Once a goods receipt is done, you can do goods receipt against outbound delivery or purchase order, because the respective prerequisite is already completed. Let me show you that. Without creating inbound delivery, you cannot do that. Okay.
So
Let's.
if the clients want only through inbound delivery only, they want to do MIGO,
Mhm.
is it possible to control it with respect to only through MIGO only?
See, that as I told you, that only through Migo and through inbound delivery. Okay, then we tell
Yeah.
them to use always the VL32M, because what will happen? They don't have to come to Migo. Okay, if you come to Migo only, right, you have a point of either you want to create a purchase order or inbound delivery. What we suggest, if I'm in that position, what we tell, we give the end user manual trainings, everything with the what you call VL32N only. First of all, what we do, see, 10 letters, and in confirmations I made inbound delivery as a mandatory. Okay, I created my purchase order, and now if you try to do the goods receipt against purchase order, system won't allow. That also we will verify now. Then in the,
Okay.
see, end users, what, how do they know? Whatever you train, that only they will know, right? You are going to teach,
Yeah.
always do the goods receipt with VL32N, that transaction code only. Okay, now what will I do? If, for example, if I go to Migo and give the purchase order, okay, system will not, system will show a message like does not exist. No goods receipt is possible. Okay, you can see the message. It is not allowing. Okay.
Mm.
Now I will create VL32N. PL. But you are saying like how can we stop purchase order against goods receipt and all? Okay, when you have 200 materials procurement or else with cost center K also, we use it to what do you call do the materials. Okay, then if you have 100% of the materials, 20% or 30% or 50% materials may need inbound delivery as a mandatory, but there will be 50% of the materials or 70% of the materials don't need to inbound. Why do we use the inbound? Inbound delivery is a kind of a confirmation, and when you reach,
Confirmation.
yeah,
Yeah.
when you get the materials into your gate and you have to do the confirmation, loading may, actual goods receipt may happen after 1 day or 2 days, it's big trucks, okay, or else there are some
Yeah.
prerequisite
Yeah.
and all. For all those things, if you use inbound
Yeah.
delivery, that is an additional work for you. See, as a practice, you will
Yeah.
get 2-3 times, you won't feel the pain. A company who is creating 100 purchase orders or 200 purchase orders per day, if they keep inbound delivery as mandatory for all things, they will have a lot of additional work. They will make inbound delivery as a mandatory for which materials they need the confirmation. Okay, that is the thing.
Okay.
If it is in that case, we will suggest this one. See now, once you create the inbound delivery, goods receipt they can do from the inbound delivery screen itself. They don't have to come to me calls. Okay. Now go to this stock placement tab and 0002 0001. the water storage location 0003, wherever you want to do that, and save it. We can train them. Now if you do the goods receipt, system will eligible either purchase order or inbound delivery. See where what will system will in the back end, it will check once you give the purchase order, it will check any confirmation control is there or not. If it is there, the respective document is created or not. If it is created, then system will allow you the goods receipt. If you want to go with only VL32N, then we prepare the user manual with the VL32N and tell them to do that. But all 100% of materials won't have a what you call mandatory with inbound delivery. There might be specific materials. For that we can train them how to do and all. So you can do from here goods receipt. Do you know this one? So you don't have to go to Migo. Okay. From here itself we can do the goods receipt. We don't have to go to Migo, what you call goods receipt, against inbound delivery or purchase order and give the document and post it. You don't need to do all those things. You can do from the VL32N itself.
So yeah, sorry for the interruption. When we do this inbound delivery.
Yeah. See, now the goods receipt is posted. See, you can see the material document is also generated. It's like a normal Migo document. You can see the document in Migo display also. You can see the document. Okay. Normally MB51 if you go, a 101 document will be generated. Okay. Now coming to the question, here we can see the document. Okay. Coming to the question, inbound delivery will be created into generally, as per my experiences, I have seen two cases. If you use any automatic confirmation through ASN, advanced shipping notification through IDOC and all, okay, at that point of time they will use some system, their whatever system the vendor is using. Once the material is received, for example your delivery date is August 20, okay, vendor will send a confirmation that 100 quantity I will send you on for example August 10th or something. But that information he will fill in his system and he will run whatever he has. That system will save the data in their database, okay. And if you have inbound IDOC, that IDOC, what will they do? The IDOC will collect the 30 quantity and the date, all the details, and it will send to our SAP system through IDOC. Then you will see in the confirmation tab what is the how much quantity at what time is coming. From that we can generate the inbound delivery. That is one method. Maximum companies who are having this physical material receiving to the gate and all, one of the domestic clients when I was working, the inbound delivery, why do they use inbound delivery? They can capture many details, okay. What they are doing, once the material is coming to the gate, okay, in that gate the security person will use this inbound delivery transaction code. Here you will capture what is the exact quantity is received and those details, okay, and also you can capture the additional details related to the shipping, okay, what is the any details, what kind of material they're receiving, any kind of EA number is there, okay, any details if we have that details and all, they will maintain it. But there is no harm because you will just save the inbound delivery but you won't do the goods receipt. Okay, after one day or after a few hours or after 2 days and all, at that point of time the respective storekeeper will do the goods receipt. Means inbound delivery can be created when the material is received at the gate, or inbound delivery can be created once we get the confirmation the material is reached, but it is going to receive in one day, it is stuck in port, maybe at that kind of situation some people may create it, but maximum shipping notification, that information from IDOC can come from 10 days before and all, but inbound delivery will be generated as soon as it reaches to our plant. Generally it will happen, but to do the goods receipt they may take time, okay, because of number of trucks are in the line. You can see, right, many times we used to hear in the toll gate 5 days trucks are pending.
Yes.
And even after company, when I was working in a manufacturing company and all, I used to see the same lorry with the what you call with load for 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, like that. Okay, maybe because of the queue already available, or else any other kind of the what you call the invoice is not yet reached. Okay, maybe different other parameters also they will have. For that it may take time. Okay, generally you can remember, like inbound delivery generally we create once the material is received at the gate. See, if you go to EK pivot table, in EK pivot table, confirmation control will be saved. If you want to, get the list of purchase orders which have a inbound delivery or which have shipping notification and all, at that point of time, you go to EK PO and pass the respective confirmation control and execute it. You will get some number of purchase orders. Okay. If you see this, take any one purchase order and go to ME23M and give the PO number, go to the confirmation tab. Here the shipping notification we can see here. The shipping notification and all, but I think it is not done with this IDOC and all. See, but when you have a document and all, we have a two kind of IDOCs. One is outbound IDOC and one is inbound IDOC. Okay. Outbound IDOC for a purchase order. We will talk about purchase order. Outbound IDOC we can see in the messages. Okay. Any EDI, EDI also through this IDOC only it will come. Okay. And ALE. Okay. If you are sending from one SAP system to another SAP system and all, we use ALE. If you are sending from another non-SAP system to SAP and all, we use EDI. Okay, if it is outbound IDOC, you can see in your process output messages process. If it is inbound IDOC, okay, if you go to this service updates, okay, here relationships. If you click on relationship, you will get the inbound IDOC. If the relationship is in gray mode, there is no inbound IDOC for your document. Okay, at that point we can tell that. And let's see any purchase order which would have something. ME23M. Generally in IDOC system it is a bit difficult to get kind of thing. Okay. See, even if you create inbound delivery also, it will come the same. It is a normal inbound delivery one. Okay. Even shipping notification means it's like just notification only, right? Like how inbound delivery is available. And once you create inbound delivery, system will give this line. How many inbound deliveries you are receiving? Those many lines we can see that. Okay. Yeah, shipping notification means it's like inbound delivery is one of the one, and we generate as per the input details. Like what are the inputs we are getting? From that we can generate the inbound delivery BL31N as per the details given by the vendor, quantity, vendor. Because if you see the inbound delivery transaction code, if you go to the inbound delivery transaction code, either you can create against purchase order, or else we can give the vendor and enter into that. See, either purchase order or both or only vendor. You can create inbound delivery as per the vendor also. Okay, what is the quantity and all those details. Okay, now you come into your question. There is a release code R1. Okay, R1 is the manager, R2 is the executive, and R3 is that, like that you have different people. R1 is the manager which is assigned to current manager Suresh. Okay, he has resigned. Okay, he has resigned, he is leaving. At that time what we do, the new manager who is coming, that R1 will be assigned to, R1 will have a role. We create a role for R1. The security consultant will create a role for R1, and that's the same role. We will create a request to security, please remove Suresh and add Ramesh, whatever the person is coming. That is one thing. And he is going only on 2 weeks leave. Okay, that 2 weeks leave, Suresh is on leave. At the 2 weeks, the responsible person, they will keep this person, right, who is the deputy. Okay, the deputy for that 2 weeks, who will take care about the important signatures or any kind of approvals. In the options of Suresh is another assistant manager okay, assistant manager, some person is there. What we request to the security person, please assign the role, okay, something underscore R1 to what you call Mr. X for the period of August 1st to August 15th. Okay, then
So,
both can release the purchase order. The person who is on vacation and now also.
okay. So this kind of work will be done by basis consultant or assignment, those kind of things.
Security consultant.
Security consultant. Okay.
Security authorizations we call. So those will take care
Okay.
about the authorizations, roles creation, T-code access is not there, all these things they will take care. Okay, coming to the new movement type, 90%, 99% of cases we don't get a requirement to create a new movement type. At what
Yes.
circumstances we can create a new movement type? I created sometimes for the 601, 201, okay, like the few things I created. Okay, for example, I will tell you one case where we want to do that. 201 and 261. Okay.
Yeah. Cost center production.
For both of them, system will give a same GBP VBR. Okay.
Okay.
But for 261 you want a separate GL account, and for 201 you want a separate GL account, consumption account. For example, requirement is like that.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
if you go to what you call OMWN or else OMJJ, your moment type.
OMG.
Okay.
Okay.
And what will give, for example, 261, moment type 261 to 261. Here you don't touch 261, you will create a new moment type called whatever it is, something you will create a Z01 or something. For that,
1900.
yeah, for that in the account grouping, what you do, wherever VBR is there, there you will keep some new one called Z01 or something. Okay. Moment type is also Z01, and that general modifier also you will keep it as a Z01. Then what you
Okay.
do in OBYC under GBB, okay,
Okay.
here we have VPR, right? Okay, this all like this, you will copy it and you will, here you will maintain the Z01 and you will change the GL account. Okay, valuation modifier is same,
Okay.
valuation class is same, but here you will keep a new one, Z01, Z01, and the GL account is something different, 5000 GL account. Okay,
Okay.
then when you do this Z01 means related to 261, how it is behaving, like that we will keep here. Then system will fetch a different consumption account, VBR account. That is one kind of requirement. Another one, you want to do the goods receipt of 101 for all, but there are some
Yes.
specific materials, okay, which are received by which are costly materials or else some hazardous material. Maybe some special materials are there for the tracking or else to reporting or any kind of purpose. If they want to have a new movement type, we simply copy 101 and we give as a
Okay.
new movement type called some T01 or whatever it is, we will create it. Okay. At that point of time, during allowed transactions, we can control for your new movement type only what are
Okay.
the transaction codes are allowed. See, for example, if you go to 101 to 101, here allowed transactions are there, right? Here you can see that many
Okay.
transactions you can allow to do 101. Okay. Here for your new movement type, you can keep only VL32N. For example, that only you have to do the goods shipped with inbound delivery only.
Yeah.
No migo, nothing, and all those kind of things. Maybe such kind of requirements. For us, I created recently a new moment type that is only for the new GL account for 601 goods issue against sales order. They want to have a separate GL accounts and all. That's why we created a new GL account, a new moment type by changing the valuation modifier,
GDP.
yeah, account modifier or general modifier. What are two names are there, right? Account modifier and
Yeah.
general modifier. These two examples you can give it. Maximum you'll go with SAP standard only because SAP itself has given many movement types. If you take the purchase orders, okay, multiple purchasing
Yeah.
document, why do you go to different document type? First one is reporting. You can get
Yeah.
raw material procurement, domestic procurement. You can take the reporting is easy, first thing. And as per the document type, we have a different field selection key. Okay, each document type can have its own field selection key. It means each document type can have its own screen layout. For one document type,
Yes.
purchasing group should be mandatory. For another document type, you can keep what you call storage
Optional.
location as a mandatory. Maybe like that, if you have a different requirements also, it can be driven at document type level, purchasing document type. For that purpose can be fulfilled, and also for the reporting to convenient to create
And
the
also for
purchase
the
order.
release strategy. Yeah.
Yeah, release
Release
strategy
strategy also we
document
can
type. Yeah,
control.
document type is not a mandatory field in the release strategy. Still, for example, for domestic purchase orders, you want to have a one manager. For import purchase orders, you want to have another manager. Price is same, price ranges are same, and purchasing group is same. Plant, everything is same. At that point of time, this document type will be useful to differentiate the different release procedures. You have created a document type with raw material PO, spare part PO, service PO, like that. Okay, by as per the document type you can filter. Okay, for the July month how many purchase orders we created, like that we can get.
We can control through item category also, right?
Yeah, you can go to item category also, but item category will tell you like how many service POs and how many subcontracting, and I'm telling like in the same standard procurement you create three document types. Okay, one
Okay.
is domestic, one is import, and another one is spare parts. Any such kind of
Okay.
segregation. For that, I'm saying that
Okay.
that's not with the item category, right? For all of these, item category is standard only. Only the
Okay.
type of materials and all we created different document types. What difference between material type and material group? See, material type is the highest level of object in the material master. Okay, and material group will be the second level of material type, and material type will control lot of parameters. Material type will control your screen layout of the material master, because in the material type only
Number
we
ranges.
assign this field selection group. If you go to
Yeah,
OMS2, okay,
yeah, I know that user department and number ranges, those kind of things we
yeah,
can do.
number ranges, and if you say this anything,
Internal upload, external upload, those
yeah,
kind of things.
quantity value update, okay, yeah, internal
Yeah.
procurement, external procurement, field selection key, what are the views you want, that also at material type level we can control. Price control, whether it is a standard price or moving average price, which should come as a default. Okay, all these
Okay.
parameters will be controlled at the material type. Coming to material group, material group is a second level of segregation of material types. The material group will be the useful to grouping of different kind of materials within material type. Material type is a
Can you give?
mechanical items. Okay, material
Okay.
type is mechanical items. Material groups are it can be machinery or D-class machinery, and nuts, bolts, whatever, and what you call some drilling equipment, like that we
Okay.
can have a different material groups. Under the drilling equipment you will have a materials, many materials, drilling machine maybe, and all polishing machine, whatever you have, a different kind of items will come and as a materials. But material group is a grouping of different materials, and generally how many material groups we have, those many valuation classes will be created generally, not completely equal. Approximately it will be, because for that grouping of materials they want to have a one kind of accounting. Okay, at that point of time material group level, and when you don't use the material master, at that point of time material group will play crucial role, because for that material group level we can do the automatic account determination process. Okay, and also for the POs which are creating without material master, material group is the mandatory. Okay, when you are creating a purchase order, or when you want to do the procurement or any kind of thing for the any activity for which material master is not available, you can proceed by using only material group. Okay, material group can be directly assigned to the valuation class. This is the one of the additional things which will be useful for us for automatic account determination without material master. Okay. Material type is having a lot of functionalities. Material group is having some 2-3. Okay, if you take what is asset procurement and normal standard procurement, for a high level I will tell you, PO creation wise it will be almost like cost center procurement. When you buy a cost center, when you order a PO with cost center, how the PO creation process, it will be almost same, but in case of cost center procurement we will give the cost center. In case of asset, system will ask you to enter the asset number. But why do we create asset POs and cost center POs? For both of them means the high level understanding, you can say cost center will be used for the procurements which you treat as expenses. Okay, and whatever the materials you are procuring for asset, these are all assets. Okay, means you know, right, what is asset? House is an asset. Okay, mobile is an expenses. Bike, the person who, the person who wants to join as a job for marketing, for him bike might be an asset because it is generating income for him. But for me, I'm a college student of third year, fourth year, just to roam and all. Maybe that bike may be expenses for me. How your company deals your materials, according to that, it will be decided. As I told you, everything will be same, and only thing is we need to give the asset. Okay. In case of cost center, you will get the asset.
Here we give account category as a, right?
Yeah, account estimate category we give A, then system will ask you to enter the asset number. Asset master and all will be handled by FICO. Okay, and
this asset number is what is that number?
Asset they will create. They will create asset master. They have a asset master that is comes under the FICO. Yeah, FICO people. They will just create the asset master and they will provide you. This is the one asset number and what kind of asset it is, and when it is getting capitalized. Generally we call it as a asset procurement, a SAP term, but in business they call mainly capex procurement. Capex or capital procurement means one building is having some damage, to do that completely work kind of thing. Some it's a contract of 10 lakhs or 15 lakhs. Then it's a asset procurement, we call it as capitalization procurement or capex procurement. Okay. Now I will show you like when do we use a variant generally. Okay. One user, if he wants to create, he wants to see the list of purchase orders which are created for her plant. Okay. Which are created for her plant and purchasing group. Every time she has to give the details, right? That's why what we do is just we create one variant where some input parameters we will keep it. For example, for example, this scope of list and all this, he wants to see always this ALV, and plant is GKP1, and purchasing group you can say G KNB. Further document type she wants to see. The details she wants to get as a input details. Okay, she will just give the date and she will execute it. Okay, these things we will keep it, and then if you just click on save, system will generate a variant. You can give some name as test variant and variant some testing variant for testing. Okay, just save that. Now it has come. Now you come to fresh ME2N. Okay, then you go to click on this option, then you will see different variants. Okay, this is the one which we created just now. If you double click on that, see whatever the input parameters we have given, everything has come. She will just give the date range which is she want, 2017 to 22/07/2017. Then execute it. She will get the respect to purchase orders and all. This variant we generally use it, and also these variants will be useful when you create this kind of batch jobs. Okay, in my background job video and also this distribution list, sending my report as a mail to the user, any such kind of background job related and all, you will be this variant will play the role to capture the data to run the respective program with the input parameters. The input parameters will be taken from this variant. Okay, if you see this, if you check this requirement type, calculation type, and this one base type. If these three, when you click on F4, you will see some numbers. Okay. No material, no delivery cost, from where these details are coming and all. If you select that and click on this icon, source text. Here you will have a small coding. As per this coding, system will behave that respect to condition type which is assigned to this requirement. Okay, it will decide like how additional delivery cost not planned but allowed. Okay, whether it is allowed or not, and you can see some coding, right? With that coding, system will behave. How does which parameters are coming here? Those details and all will be decided here. For example, calculation type. Calculation type also cash discount minus tax or net value plus tax. Whether you want to, what are the prices you want to include, or else you want to have a one value here. See, for example, there is a surcharge is there. Okay, what you can do surcharge, either you can do sum of 1 to 10, okay, or else you can have a percentage on 3, okay, like that you can have, right? But if you want to have a some specific calculation, it should be a gross price plus discount minus header surcharge, that has to come. Maybe such kind of any specific requirement and all, we tell above the requirement. If any of these SAP already given things which is suitable, then it's fine, or else we need to create a small routine. He will create that number, he will provide us, and we need to assign here. See, this is how much.
So as per that program, that will run as per the code number. What in the
see, if you want to have a small normal calculation, like here percentage on net is there. The percentage you want to calculate on something 4, you can give 4 like this. Okay. Or else if you want to calculate from sum 1 to 1 or 1 to 10, like this, if you give, system will calculate that percentage. Either if you have some specific things, the requirement calculation type, these three we will touch it. If the calculation is very complex, which you are not able to achieve with this by changing this from and to and all those things, at that point of time, this can be used. Like that, we have a different kind of parameters where we can use these kind of routines. The routine means the number only. Okay, the number with a with some coding, what you are seeing in the back end, right? Some small coding of 1 page or half page or some 3 lines, 4 lines kind of thing. Just how do we in a support consultant, when you're having that any IDOC numbers have failed or if you get a message kind of thing.
Okay.
What we do is we can get this W03W. We have a different transaction codes. Okay, or small differences itself we have that. For example, if I take the W05 transaction code only, and here you will give the date, from which date to which date error messages are coming, the 2 days date or 3 days date you will give. If you remember any of the message type and all, we can give it, or DRSP. We have different message types and all. Okay, let me check this. If you pass this one, ORDRSP, what does it mean? It's a purchase order confirmation. Okay, just now I told you, right, that ASN we spoke, advanced shipping notification and all, it comes under this area and all.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and you want to see the current status. Whether it is failed, what status it is available, application ordered, posted. Okay, now you can execute it. You will get the list of IDOCs with the respective error message. This is the message type, ORDRSP. So the basic type is ORDRES02. They have different kind of basic types and all. You can say this basic type. For example, if we take this ORDRES02, basic type ORDRS02. It's a purchasing or sales. Okay. 05. This all coming under this ORDRSP related. That's the basic type it will be visible, but main importance is this message type. Okay. Now we have taken this from that IDOC number. We have taken the purchase order. Okay. For example, if you say this thing, when you have a purchase order, as I told you, if it is having a outbound IDOC, you will get this in the messages. You will see an IDOC. Okay, here. See here, this EDI is there.
Yeah.
Okay. If you select that EDI and go to the process log, okay, here you can identify this IDOC number. Okay, you can say like IDOC was created and forward to the transmission, and IDOC was sent to SAP system. We are from where you are sending this. This is the IDOC number. That IDOC number also, if you want to display, we can display that. Okay, for example, if you go to WE0305 and directly you can give the IDOC number. Okay, IDOC number, and date you can give some 2001. If you give one IDOC number, you can execute it. See the directly IDOC has come. Here you can see like we have mainly three kind of data: control records, data record, status. Okay, in the document all these details are well explained. From direction we can say like outbox means it's a outbound IDOC. You are sending from our SAP system to another system. Okay, that's why it is in the output messages. What is the current status? It is 03 means it will be successfully data passed to port OK. It is passed to port OK. And here message type is ORDCHG. What is ORDCHG means? You can just go there and ORDCHG. Purchase order change. Means it is you are sending purchase order to outside, right? That's why it is a purchase order outbound related. ORDCHG. This is outbound item. Here you can see the partner type and partner type. What is that partner type? LI. LI means vendor. You are sending to the vendor, right? Is a partner type, and what the partner number, and a port which is using the XI port. For SAP system to another system, the interface will be there, right? From where the port it is getting built. That is the port one. If you see the data control record, here you can see the basic type with the partner, partner number, the vendor number. Okay, all these details you can see in the initial control records. If you go to the data, here you can see the data. What are each data will have different segments, right? From here we can get these things. See, for example, here This is order type, purchase order type. Okay, it would be purchasing organization. This is then name, number, purchase document number. When it is document date, it will be the, and here the vendor number, and whatever the respective thing, it would be the purchasing organization. What are the available under that? We can see this. This is the partner, vendor. All this we can see the respective values which are passing things and all, and finally the status. Okay, in the status we can see like first IDOC is generated. Okay, then IDOC is ready to dispatch. Okay, then finally part is what the data is sent to, it's sent successfully. Okay, like that we can see that. And just now we have seen the purchase order. If you go to this service objects, and if you have a relationship, okay, if the relationship is in visible mode, then we can understand there is an inbound IDOC. Okay, here see here we have two IDOCs. First IDOC was 2011 morning 10:20, and this one 986764. That's what we have seen just now. Another one is 539805. 539804. Just execute it. Okay, this is the inbound IDOC. Inbound IDOC, and here ORDRSP. Just now I shown you, right? ORDRSP means it's a PO confirmation related things. If you see that another one is 986764. This is the one what we have seen it. It's outbound IDOC. It's inbound IDOC. The tracking of IDOCs and all will be coming in the